Hey, beautiful people. I hope y'all are having a beautiful life. Y'all, you ever been like at a place and space in your life where you don't know if you're coming or you going? You don't know if you're coming or you going. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in life. And it's not, it is so weird because it has nothing to do with me currently being homeless, right? Because like I said, I've been in this space before. It's just sometimes on this spiritual journey when, and I don't know if for everybody, I'm gonna speak only on myself. You know, with your intuition and stuff, you know, like I've heard people say, you know, just believe your intuition, trust your intuition. For me, that's a thin line between gifts and making sure that you're not mentally unstable. So for me, I have to seek confirmation in the physical. I have to. And I have to, you know, watch it, you know, watch like what I allow to be planted in my mind, because I do look at a lot of tarot. I do. And to be honest with you, tarot is an addiction for me. It is not an addiction where, like, I mean, some people may say it's bad because an addiction, right, is bad. It's something you want to let go of, but you don't, right, for whatever reason. And my reason, like, I love knowledge. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to be educated. I like to expand my mind. I like my mind to open to, you know, things that I may not have thought of from a different perspective. And I listen to like these different tarot readers to see like how they express themselves, their perspective. If all of the readings are collaborating, I mean, like all of the readers are on the same wavelength. Are they all talking about the same thing? Is there truth to what they're saying? You know, like how long is that? Did that manifest in my life? You know, thinking about like how when they express how the enemy is, like, you know, thinking like wow, like the enemy thinks that, like that, wow, you know, just all of it, like, you know, the truth behind the scenes and behind the curtains kind of thing, you know. I like to learn. I like to learn. And then sometimes I listen to it like as if it's a bedtime story, which I know is people's lives, you know. And I don't know why, it seems like I feel like it gives me comfort in a sense, because it feels like I'm listening to people who, in a sense, think like me, meaning like think out the box, you know, think beyond, you know, hear God's, you know, voice or words or their ancestors or, you know, whomever they speak to, which I'm not into the, you know, some tarot readers say spirit. I don't like to say that just because I'm like, well, what spirit you tapping into? Because what if it's a demonic spirit that's telling you this stuff, and the demonic spirit is lying? You know, so I don't that part, I disagree with that part. You know, to each is their own, no judgment here. But for me, I don't like the whole spirit thing, because that means any spirit that you contact or who is talking to you on the other side, you don't know if they tell the truth or not, right? So, and then, you know, the darkness, the spirit, the demonic spirits, they tend to kind of manipulate the truth. They manipulate the truth sometimes, you know, or tell partial truths and stuff like that. So that's just me. But I like to look at it and listen to it because, again, it's interesting. It's very interesting and intriguing. So at this point though, y'all, I don't know. Like sometimes I don't know what God wants from me. I'm gonna just keep it real. We'll keep it real. So, which I always keep it real. But I'll be wanting to share everything on here just because, it's my personal business. But I'll be wanting I want to be authentic all the time so that maybe you or someone are going through something like me and can hear it and understand where I am at or from my experiences, so maybe it can help you change your decision or make a better decision or whatever. However, it can bless your life in a positive way, So, I don't know, something in me keeps saying do not tell that. I don't know, every time I want to say it, I'll go on my other video, I wanted to say certain things, but every time I want to say this thing, I hear within me saying to not say it. Everything is not everybody's business. Well, I'll say this. Alright, so my soul's okay with it. My soul ain't give me no pushback. I'm thinking maybe some things that I feel or think or thought about my twin flame that I was wrong about. That's what I'm thinking. Some things, not all, but some things that I felt like my intuition told me was wrong. And that's why, for me, I don't just like to, people say trust your intuition, just trust it. That's a thin line between, sanity and insanity. And I'm going to just say it like that. Because sometimes, I'm going to be honest with y'all, with your intuition sometimes, and like I say, I don't know it's for everybody. Everybody, some other people might just be on it like that. They just might be like always right. Always, I don't believe that people are always right, even with their intuition, because sometimes your intuition can be off. Or sometimes you can be going through something and you can hear yourself, and not, your ancestors are the Most High God. So I just don't. I don't know, y'all. I just don't like just trusting it, just leaping all the time. Like, I'm just gonna believe. No, I just don't. I be asking God for confirmation, and sometimes, I will get in my emotions in a sense, especially when it's something dealing with, my readings on me that I've done. And yeah, sometimes I feel some type of way, and I think sometimes your emotions can also affect your intuition and, what you believe in or hear or believe that you are being told by the Most High. And it might be literally just you. Especially for me, if it's not confirmed in the physical. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have said it till I got a confirmation. you know. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just, it's again, it's not hard being homeless for me, but it's not, of course, it's not where I want to be. You know, I just feel like I've hit rock bottom so many times that it's like, when am I gonna stop hitting rock bottom? You know, and let's be honest, you know, it could be worse. So it could be worse. But I try to keep my happiness and my joy. Good thing is God gave me peace. Thank you, Lord. Through it all, in the midst of it all, no matter what, He's giving me peace. You know, and it's the crazy thing, because I ask God all the time, you know, like if I said something wrong, like I tell God to judge me, punish me, you know, or show me the errors of my ways, or tear my ass up. I literally do that to my own self, because I think there's nothing worse than accusing people of something they did not do, or believing something that is not true, but you really believe it, right? So to me, anything that I've said, I believe 100%, right? Because that's what I'm hearing. But again, we're going back to waiting for the confirmation and things like that. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just gonna watch God do what He do, because I done told God, never mind. I heard them, just not gonna share. I'm just not, because if I share one piece, then I have to tell the whole piece, and I don't want to tell the whole piece. And I can say this: my life has changed since some of my other videos. What the way I was then, I ain't now. Some things about me I've done that I wasn't doing then. That's how best I can tell y'all. You know, beautiful thing is, I ain't sitting at somebody's bar drinking my problems away, right? So I've never been like I'm not like a, you know, no alcoholic or anything like that. I've never been an alcoholic or anything, so that's kind of pretty much easy for me. But in this point in my life, you know, I wouldn't mind going sit somewhere and having me like a little drink, you know, nothing major, not overdoing it. But I refuse to kind of like do it, because I don't want to do it when I'm in the midst of feeling some kind of way, as if I'm putting my problems in a bottle or a cup of alcohol. So I don't want to do it, you know, that way. I would prefer, I'm going to have me a glass of wine or something on a good day. You know, not a day where I'm feeling some type of way. But y'all, I don't know what God has for me, but He going to have to do it. He going to have to show up and show out for me, because it's just, it's getting to that point in my life. It's like, Lord, look at here, look at here, look at here. I really have been your faithful servant, and I'm not perfect. Never have professed to be perfect. And I'm not always right. Never have professed to be always right. But Lord, you're gonna have to come down and do something. Help me out. Help me, show me something. Help, like, something. Tell me why. Something. Give me something, Lord. You know. And as much as I listen to tarot readings, like, I be wanting to get a tarot reading, a personal tarot reading, but at the same time, it is not but at the same time, because I have gotten tarot readings. I just be trying to, like, see if I could figure out if that's my story. Like, I be, you know how tarot readers, they say, you know, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I be trying to see, like, if my intuition can pick me out of it, you know. And then there are moments where I'm like, ooh, that sounds similar to my story, but I don't think that's mine, right? You know, so I be trying to see how good my intuition is by seeing if that's actually my story, if that's actually resonated with me, or how close is it resonate with me. This sounds like my story, but is it my story? So I don't know. It's just things like that. And I just love to watch people in their gifts. I love it. I love it. I think it's the most beautiful thing. You know, I think it's the most beautiful thing, watching people in their gifts. You know, when I started doing the readings, y'all, if y'all watch my videos, I was so excited. So I was like, wow, you know, look, it's confirming in the cards. And, you know, it was, you know, which I want to get back into it, but it's like sometimes my mind can't focus on that when I got all this other stuff going on in my life, you know. So I just need God to help me, and I'm willing to, you know, not willing, I want to be chastised and be corrected by the Most High. I don't need none of y'all trying to chastise me though, because y'all not God. But I want him to chastise me if I'm wrong or doing wrong or saying wrong. I want him to show me a better way. I want him to deliver my mind from the clutter that's not true. You know what I'm saying? I want that for myself. I don't want to be in the blind, you know, wandering around in the dark aimlessly, trying to find out the truth about something, and you know, finding a lamp that looks exactly like the lamp but ain't really the lamp, because the other lamp had a blue, you know, a blue base to it, you know, and this one is, even though it's blue, it's not the same blue. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to, you know, go in within the dark and go, this is the lamp, you know. And if it wasn't the lamp and I said it was the lamp but it wasn't, I want God to be like, baby, that's not the lamp. That was incorrect. That was not the lamp. I need you to work on A, B, C, D, F, and G, you know. I want that so I can perfect my potential in me. And I've never liked the word potential, y'all. I hate it. I've never liked the word potential for so many reasons, because when I was in school, it would be like, I didn't make bad grades. Some grades I wasn't that good at, but I was more on the honor roll more than I was not. Whether that was A's and B's, all B's, almost all A's and one B, you know, sometimes C, D, but I've never liked the word potential when my teachers described me as having potential. You know, I'm like, when I'm gonna stop having potential, and when I'm gonna have success? I'm no one's potential, you know, and I can't stand that word. You know, so I try to master myself in something, so that I can, you know, I'm already proud of myself and I already love myself, but just be able to be like, you mastered that thing, you know. I don't want to be what they say, how they say it, something about the master of none. I can't remember how you say it. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. What is it called? So yeah, I don't want to be that person. Something master of none. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know y'all do. But I don't know, y'all. I just don't know what to do. Like, I literally, in a sense, like, even with my love life, like, I just don't know what the fuck to do. I really don't. Like, I don't have all the answers. If I did, I wouldn't need God, right? And sometimes God, he don't be want to answer, nigga. Okay? On certain things, he don't be want to answer me. So there's nothing I can do about that but wait and be patient. And I tell y'all, your girl, I can honestly say, even to the Lord, I've been beyond patient. I know I've been beyond patient. And I feel like God know I've been beyond patient. You heard me? So there's no doubt about that part. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all who actually do like me and care about me, y'all pray for me. Pray positivity in my life. Pray that God show me the truth, the one truth, not nobody else's truth, not even my truth, but God's truth, and the divine's truth. And y'all just ask God for favor for me. I know and believe I have favor over my life already, but I mean, I don't know what God gonna do and how he gonna turn things around, but he always has. But I don't know, like, y'all, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I know that I'm working towards, becoming stable, and so I'll never have to worry about rent no more, none of that shit. The fuck? None of that. And as far as my love life, like, I don't know. I be seeing 222s, and I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path. But then something happened where it just throw me the fuck off. And I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm a runner. I mean, I'm a runner, but I don't know if I'm running for the right reasons or it's because I'm running for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be staying or going, and it'd be hard for me because one thing about me, and I know about like other air signs, and it's not just even air signs, because air signs like to communicate. They like to talk, and I like to communicate. Like, I like to say what I need to say and be understood. Understood would be better, but understood at least. And heard. Heard. I'm for the difficult conversations. Without going the fuck off. But I can't mentally deal with someone who, like, don't want to have a hard conversation. But on the other perspective, on the other end of it, I do understand that everybody not there yet. I get that. I'm not negating it at all. I get you can't force someone to be where you want them to be, and be able to communicate and talk about the tough things. But in my mind and from my perspective, the only way you can heal and get through those things is talking about the hard things, because otherwise one or two people are going to just let it be bottled up in them and feel like they can't express themselves, which is only going to cause emotional, damage or confrontation within oneself, or sometimes mental health issues. Because imagine you want to tell somebody something, or you want to talk about something so you can heal something, but they can't deal with it, and then you try to wait until they can, but they ain't there yet. So you holding on to this thing that you want to say so you can heal it, but they're not there yet. And this can go on for years. Learning how to release it is hard. It's hard because I can release things and give it to God, but then at the same time, there's some things that just need to be talked about. Especially, let's say for example, let's just say you stop messing with your family. Let's just say that. And when you left, y'all were on bad terms because every time you express yourself, they shut you down. They ain't want to hear it, or they don't want to talk about it. So when you go back into that situation, you still kind of harboring on the fact that you didn't get a chance to say what you want to say because they shut you down. And now you're healed or healing. You want to say what the fuck you got to say, right? Because you have the right to express yourself and get that shit out. Sometimes people just ain't there. And it's like, what do you do with that? You heal it with God, but even if you let that thing go, there's going to be other difficult situations that's going to arise that need to be talked about. And you need to be able to express yourself, because it's a part of your healing to be heard, understood, to be cared for and respected in your thoughts and perspective and how you feel, if the person is there to care and love and want to hear it, or is able to hear it mentally, emotionally, But y'all, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, of course I know it's the enemy always attacking me. I get that. I know it's the enemy wanting me to be in the situation I'm in. I know that God is allowing it for his own reasons that he's not saying yet. But sometimes I just wish God would just like stamp it on my forehead. Not literally, Lord. I don't want to walk around with a stamp, okay? Because I know you're a character. But figuratively speaking, I wish God would just like scream to me, just all you got to do right now is just sit and wait. Okay, I can do that. Or just stop running and tell me what I need to stop running from. What is it that I'm running from? What is it? Or just, which he do tell me, let people go, do this, do that. He do, but sometimes, like, in the situation I'm in now, sometimes, like, I just want to hear him just tell me, like, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, sometimes I could be like a slow person, because I'll forget shit. I ain't lying. God be told me the answer, and I'll be asking him the same damn answer another day, as if he never told me. And then he'll bring it to my remembrance, He'll tell me sometime again, then he'll be like, you remember you asked such and such? I'm like, oh, I did, huh? I forgot. I forgot that, Lord, But this is not the life I want. This is not the life I want. I'm grateful for the things that God has given me. So God gave me a car, right? My readings, y'all. It was in there. God was gonna give me a car. He gave me a car. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, even though this motherfucker damn near broke me. All the shit I had to fix on it, but it's all good. Whatever. Sometimes I do feel like I'm at my wit's end. You know, I do. And I've heard, like, you know, people say, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. You know, and it's just like, well, I ain't giving up, but I keep being in the same place and space over and over again. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it that I'm not doing? What is it? What is it? What is it that you're trying to teach me? What is it that you want me to learn? What's gonna stop me from doing this cycle? What is gonna stop me from repeating this cycle that the devil and the enemies constantly speak over my life? Hold on, I'm trying to see where that light flashing from. Where is that light coming from? I don't know. Anyway, as long as they none of my electronics. I don't know. And then sometimes maybe I don't know what's the word for it. Because sometimes I'm like, well, if I'm a reader, which I'm not a tarot reader, intuitive reader, you know, because I don't read cards in the sense of the tarot cards. I admit it, as much as I listen to tarot cards, I would not be able to tell y'all what half of that stuff means. I can tell you with my cards, because God told me to be myself, don't be like everybody else. With my intuitive gift, what God is trying to say with that word on the card, but I don't know how to read tarot cards. So I'm not a tarot reader, but I do find it very interesting. I be sometimes, and maybe I need to change my perspective and my mindset, because I be feeling like, well, if I'm a reader, you know, meaning I use my intuition to get downloads from God, why I can't just know my own story? Why I gotta call a tarot reader, right? To know, like, what am I doing wrong, right? And I know that God tells me things, you know, when He wants to. But it's like, will it be enough to satisfy the question that I have if I reach out to a tarot reader, right? Because I've reached out to tarot readers, and sometimes, depending on how much their pricing is, you know, they might say you can ask one question or whatever. It's not enough. So, I'm not saying I want a whole book, but I be one just know for myself. I be one like, if you gifted and I'm gifted, you use your intuition, I use my intuition. You talk to the Most High, I talk to the Most High. You talk to your ancestors, I talk to my ancestors. Why do I have to come to a reader for God to just tell me? And that's my mind. That's my mind sometimes, you know. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I just want to disappear where nobody can find me ever. And I still feel that way. And this, I can't even say sometimes. All the time I'll be wanting to disappear where nobody can find me, and I'm somewhere where I'm at total peace, happiness. I never have to worry about instability. You know, I never have to stress out about being gang stalked or targeted and others not believing me, thinking I'm cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Pops, you know, or worry about somebody trying to unalive me, or someone, you know, mistreating me. taking my love for granted, not seeing their ways. Like, I just want to just be free from that. I want to be free from society and all that it is. Like, I want to go somewhere where nobody knows my name. Y'all know. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, that's old school. Y'all probably young as shit. Half of y'all probably don't know nothing about that. But I want to just go somewhere where I'm in like paradise, and the only people that surround me are just like genuine people, good people that I can like collaborate in, you know, collaborate with, and who get me and I get them. You know, we on the same vibration, we vibe in the same way, we understand each other, you know, we see each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be wanting to just be free from all of the chains and the, you know, the bondage of the world, and all of the shit it got going on, and the people, you know, in the higher places, and, you know, who wicked and don't want to see you succeed. It just, who think that they rule everything, that they think they're God. I swear, I'd be like, God, you sure it's taking a long time to take these damn people out. Good gracious. That shit right there get on my nerves. That shit get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, I get this in your divine time, but Lord, really? The devil ain't ruled long enough where it's time for to take that motherfucker out? You know, his people who want to do fuck shit to other people. Like, it ain't their time yet, Lord. Because it sure seem like it's been their time. It shows so other people could be free and at peace, and you can go sit them down somewhere because they think they God and they not, and you can show them who the fuck you is and who the fuck they ain't. Like, it ain't that time yet, because it sure is feeling like it. Anyway, y'all, I'm saying all that to say, just pray for your girl. Pray for me that God do a work in my life, miracles happen, and positivity, that I get stable and I don't have to pay nothing, like no mortgage, no rent. My credit already is fucked up. Like, now it is. So all them years I you know, made sure I kept my credit good and all of that. Now it's all fucked up. I'm just like, I don't care. You know, you get to a point in your life where you've gone through so much and people have done you so wrong that you damn near almost have to get to a point where you don't give a fuck. Because if you start caring about every fucking thing and everybody and everything that somebody say to hurt your feelings and you gonna be fucking crazy, mentally and emotionally disturbed. I think that me not giving a fuck is one of the best things that I could have ever chosen for my life. Because when I did give a fuck about everything, it bothered me mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Now I just throw my towel up on some things. I just don't give a fuck about it. And at this point, my credit is one of them, because there's nothing I could do about it. Nothing. I can only do what I can do, and I can't do something that I can't do. So I accept it for what it is and work with the tools that I have. But not giving a fuck will keep you all right. I promise you, you won't feel stressed. You won't be pondering. Once you tell yourself you don't give a fuck and really feel that thing and mean it, you're gonna be all right. But caring about everything, that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. So I just wanted to come on here and share that, and just gonna be figuring out what I need to do. Well, not gonna figure. I'm working on things, but I'm just ready to go to that peaceful place where I'm not bothered by the negative people, the liars, all them people. I get everybody needs to heal. I ain't judging nobody for what they had and what they do, even though some people who are in darkness do cause harm to innocent people, i.e. me, and that's wrong. That shit wrong. But that's where you are in your life, and some of y'all don't want to change. That's you. That's between you and God. I can't worry my nerves about everything. I can only give it to God and let God help me through it and pull me through it and protect me and cover me from the backlash of all of the evil. Because people want me to silence myself and not express myself and tell my fucking truth and the truth that God gives me to tell. But I'm about to get off of here because I got something to do. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for your girl. That's all I'm gonna say. Today was a hard day. It was a hard day. It was hit me right in the heart. Yeah. My heart still hurts. Anyway, I love you beautiful people. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.